A couple of weeks ago, I released this video in which I built the giant super TNT cannon. Now the task was to build something that can shoot a piece of TNT through a bunch of hoops and then take out a block that is 150 blocks away. I mean, seriously, I didn't think it was going to be possible, but we still managed to pull it off. Now today we're going to be doing something similar, but instead of launching TNT, we're going to be launching ourselves as high as we possibly can. Right there, we went about 100 blocks into the sky, but I personally think we can go quite a bit higher than that. Now, if we double the size of this thing, that will send us up around about... Okay, so we have straight away gone 500 blocks into the sky. Like, that's not a small amount of blocks to travel. But obviously we're going to keep going and keep pushing this thing. One thing that I thought I'd try is actually pushing the TNT into a 1-block area underneath me. So if I hit this button here, okay, that's kind of compacted it. And we actually don't go as high. We go half the height. That was unexpected, but I really like the idea. So we've dropped the fence post back down to where it was originally, and we're actually going to push the TNT into this area around us like we had beforehand. But having a larger area, like a larger square, will give us more room for TNT when we start expanding upwards. So this system is now done. If I place in, for example, a piece of TNT falls on that block, then it will be pushed across and then pushed across like that, and all of the TNT will be sitting in this tiny little area right here, ready to launch us up into the top. So now it's time to start filling in all of the dispensers that are going to be going around like this. I think for the time being, I'm just going to have 2 layers just to see how high we can go. I also just want to say I apologize for my slightly nasally voice. It seems like, yes, I think the winter has finally caught up with me. The first backups have now been made. We have got an input. We have got all of the TNT in place. If we hit this button, then we should see everything dispenses. Pistons have moved. And that is really disappointing. Seriously? Maybe because it's flowing away. So now what I've done is I've added in a pulse extender which will keep our pistons extended even when the TNT is dispensed. So that should hold it all in place. And there, now we've gone a lot higher. 950 blocks around about. Okay, that's good. I was getting worried that my ideas just totally weren't going to function. Oh my word, it does take a long time to get down though, doesn't it? So I have done a little bit of expansion work. This thing is now a couple layers taller. I'm just connecting everything up with the slab towers going up like this. So we have got six dispensers going up like this. I have no clue how much TNT that is. Maybe I'll do some maths here. 168 pieces of TNT are about to dispense from these dispensers and drop down here. And they have sent us very far up into the sky. That is 4,700 blocks. Okay, that's pretty positive. That's actually higher than I was expecting to go in this entire episode. What should I even aim for? I think maybe into 5 figures. I think 5 figures would probably be a good number to get into. Coming back down does take a long time though. I mean, look. This is going to become a bit of an issue actually when these things start getting bigger and we go up 25,000 blocks or something. It's going to take about 3 years to come back down. Now at some point soon we're going to run into 2 issues. The timing circuits of the piston extenders aren't going to coincide properly with our dispensers, which we now have twice as many of, and also redstone signal strength is going to run out before we get up to the surface. I personally don't think either of those things are going to affect this system, which they haven't, and they have sent us semi into orbit. 7,650. That's big. But we have gone a long way there. Now, in order to allow for future expansion, I'm going to try my best to speed things up with the double piston extender circuits. And I think I've come up with a pretty good idea to do it, which is to do something a little bit like this. Now, we are going to have to swap out all of these blocks for slabs, but we're going to add in a little circuit here. In fact, I can just run redstone dust up like this and then power them all just like that. Yeah, this works. Okay, so what this will do is this will essentially act as a pulse extender, which will mean that we can extend out these pistons faster, but then make sure that all of the pistons retract. No clue if any of that made sense. So this system, if it works, should make the extension 2 ticks faster, which that seemed pretty fast to me. And if we place that in, then everything's retracted. Yeah, very quick. Okay, that's brilliant. So now what I'm trying to do is work out how late I can possibly extend those extenders. And the answer is quite a lot later than that. So let's see, we probably have maybe 3 or 4 seconds. I would say I'm just about there. So if that TNT fell down in the water, it will explode just at the moment that it has been pushed into the correct position. Okay, that's good. This is the timing, so this is how much time we have to actually have TNT falling down into the system. Once this time runs out, then we need to make sure that no TNT is dropping and it's all being pushed into the correct place. So this is the maximum height that I could go with one redstone half slab tower. So obviously we ran out of redstone signal strength as we made our way up to the top, and this is the highest point that we can possibly get to. But I feel like this could be the one to put us past the 10,000 mark. Maybe? It's looking likely. We have gone past 10,000 blocks and we have reached 12,078 blocks. That is mega. But we can definitely go much higher than that. I mean, we had plenty of time when that TNT was just sat in the water before it started getting pushed inwards. I'd say we could probably fit in at least another 5 or 6 more layers on top of this. So all of these repeaters need to be set to 2 ticks. And then we need to extend out the delay for these repeaters right here. So we need to increase this by 1 extra tick to make up for the fact that we have now added in delay. And then we are going to double the height of this. We are going to basically take this entire area and just put it on top and then create a new half slab tower, but run a repeater out from here and then that will go up into it. Now I have to say, this thing is looking pretty impressive. I'm just placing in the final layer of dispensers here. And this... Oh, I feel like this might send us to the moon. The backup has been made, so 3, 2, 1, go. There it is, the TNT has fallen, and goodbye. We still have so much time. That TNT, it was sat there for probably about 2 or 3 seconds. What? We have just gone 23,609 blocks in the sky. It's gone purple for some reason. The sun is doing some funny business. Don't really know what's going on there. That is crazy, but we still have more time to play with. We have got so many more layers that we can add in. We've hit the redstone build limit again. Okay, we're going to have to add in another half slab tower. So all of these ones now have 2 ticks and all of these ones now have 3 ticks. Now the reason that we're doing this, as I kind of quickly mentioned earlier on, is so that we can do 1 half slab tower going up like this, and then we add in the repeater, and then we have another half slab tower going up like that. So that means that for here, we are going to grab another half slab tower, and then that is going to run up a little bit like this, and it's just going to continue upwards. I mean, how tall are we at now? This is like a 44 block high dispenser area. I'll count how many there are at the end of the video. Good lord. I think there's a high likelihood that this thing's going to explode. I think this might be the first one that we actually have too much TNT for its own good. It will land on top of the pistons and it's going to blow itself up. That's what I think. I'm going to quickly double check that I've backed everything up. I just made 3 of them just to make sure I've got backups on my backups. Right, let's go. Missed the button. Oh. No way did that just work. I cannot believe that thing just worked. We don't even seem to be going that fast. Have we kind of reached the limit? I feel like we might have reached some kind of limit here. I mean, we've gone 26, 28, 29, 30,000. Maybe not. We seem to have just constant momentum right now. Whoa. Did we just hit like a brick wall? Did we just hit the top of the world? I can't tell what just happened there. Amazingly, everything is still intact. I think that was pretty close to the limit though. I'm fairly certain those last bits of TNT landed just before the piston started extending, but I thought I would try adding just one more layer to it. Just one extra one. I'm really gonna try and push the boat out here. So here it is. The final TNT player launcher in all of its glory. Look at it. It is absolutely monstrous. I don't know if this thing is going to blow itself up or if it's going to work wonders, but we're about to find out. I'm hitting the F3 screen. It worked. And we are on our way up. So that's 15,000. There's 20,000. I can't tell if we're slowing down. It seems like we slow down all of a sudden. But then we kind of keep like an odd momentum. Like we're still going really fast. 29,000. That's 30,000. We've passed that threshold. 33,000. And then we hit this. We just stop. we hit the ceiling. But I like to think this thing is still pretty impressive, traveling over 33,000 blocks in probably just under 30 seconds. Can anyone work out how fast, on average, I'm actually... Well, I suppose that would be about... Yeah, that would be about 1,000 blocks a second. That's quite an easy calculation. But that is the effect of 1,316 pieces of TNT. That's how many we're firing out of these dispensers to shoot us up into the sky. Awesome. That was really, really good fun. Let me know down in the comment section what other challenges you want me to take on over the next couple of weeks. Please make them involve TNT because I love this sort of thing. But anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please also that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, I'm gonna have to get myself some cold medicine.